Man, welcome to the prolific teachings. And I am prolific, your host, man. Listen, I'm excited right now, bro. I'm telling y'all. I haven't been live in a long time and think this is something I'm going to do on a regular basis. And I'm excited on where it's going to take me and everything like that. So, again, welcome to the channel. I'm prolific. I'm your host. This is the prolific teachings, and this information that I'm going to give you is something that I recommend you to take notes on. Good morning, sis. What's up, Jano? Something that you take notes too. Something that I recommend you take notes on, because this is something that allowed me to change my life from an internal standpoint, correct? And this takes a certain commitment, a certain day-to-day basis, a certain prosperity within yourself. Alright? So Jenna, please stop blowing me up, bro. I'm not about to pick up. I'm teaching. You feel me? So anywho, my sister, she's trying to blow me up and everything like that. But a problem, I'm gonna get straight to it. And today is about a perspective build on the idea of work. Correct? When you hear the word work, you probably, attach it to an external understanding. You feel me? And I'm gonna get to that. And I'm gonna talk about a situation that that disturbs me about society. And the thing that disturbs me is that everybody, or the majority of society, has been dysfunctional in a way that everybody is worrying about what others do and never what they're doing. It's never an internal understanding of themselves, but they know everything about everybody else. They do, right? If I asked you what's your favorites, what's your top 5 favorite albums, I bet you would be able to name them. This, and that off the top of the head. You don't even really got to think about it. It's unconscious because you've done this over and over and over and over. But if I ask you what are your strengths or what are your weaknesses, this is something you may not be able to answer. And I think that in itself is a disease to society. All right? I also believe that we are programmed by a group of people that do not want the best for us. A lot of people do not want the best for us. And this is something you have to understand. You have to understand that you have to choose who can program you. Right? That's why on social media it's important to detox from it. Because a lot of the people that you follow are inputting information within your own mind, and you're either accepting or rejecting it. Most of the time you're accepting it because you're not challenging what they're saying. You just go and you scroll. So we're doing a lot of unconscious scrolling. Okay? So to me this is backwards. And to me this is the external part that we need to change. We need to change the external into the internal. What's going on, OG Tate? We need to change the external to the internal. Alright, so the perspective build that we're going to work here is the word work. Alright, again, when you think of the word work, or the majority of people, when they think of the word work, they may think of an external thing, like working a 9-to-5 job, which is cool. But right now, what I want to do is change that understanding, right? So in order to build on this perspective, and when I say I'm going to build on a perspective, I'm going to give you the understanding of this perspective, right? And I'm going to tell you how to execute on this perspective, so you can get a certain reality from this perspective. Okay? So that the work, we need to shift that understanding. So we need to change that external to the internal. And that shift is that work is a constant improvement on yourself. So when you hear the word work, I want you to think about constant improvement on you. What's going on, Jay? How you feeling, man? It's been a minute. What's going on, King? Constant improvement on yourself. You feel me? And I want you to know that the work that's inside of you cannot be taken away from you. No matter what job you work, whatever, wherever you go, it's always inside of you. You carry it with you. Alright? So understand, work is constant improvement on yourself, and it is inside of you, and it cannot be taken away from you. The only thing you could do with it is not use it, I can say. Alright? So work equals finding out who you are, as I got on my board. Find out who you are. That's your work. That's your job. That's your priority. Find out who you are. Right? And to fulfill that statement, you need to know your strengths. You need to know your weaknesses. And you need to know your talents. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? And what are your talents? A lot of people don't know this. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people are in lanes they should not be in. What's up, Anaya? How you feeling? A lot of people are in lanes they're not be in. There's some teachers that you know right now that are teaching that should not be in the school systems right now, without a doubt. There's some people that you know that rap that shouldn't be rapping. You feel me? There's some lawyers. There's some doctors that shouldn't be doctors. You feel me? But that's the negative side. There's the positive. There's some people that should be in that lane as well. There's some teachers that you met, like, this is for them. Because they made an impact on you. Because they're not there for the check. They're there to make change. You know what I'm saying? There's some doctors that's there to really help people. Some doctors just get the check. Which is cool, but you're not really maximizing yourself out of that. Right? In this society, we're taught to always chase the money, but never, do anything that, that helps you fulfill your purpose. It's never that. Right? And that's the distraction. They want us to remove our own understanding of ourselves. All right? Now, the question becomes, are you eligible for the work process? Are you eligible to start your work process? What's going on, Afro Commando? What's going on, my brother? Are you eligible? And the question you have to ask yourself is, are you committed to yourself? Are you committed to yourself, bro? Is this process something you willing to put 2 feet in? What's going on, AB? Is this process, I hope you've been reading that book, that masculine book. What's Law 52? That, are you committed 2 feet in this process? Or are you 1 foot in, 1 foot out? You still dibbling and dabbling in what you want to do? That's something you got to ask yourself. All right? And that's something, I recommend you to write down. Like, I want you to honestly get a piece of paper out, right? And sit down with yourself. Take some notes like, man, am I really committed to myself? Be honest with yourself. A lot of us, we lied to ourselves. And the program we got in society is saying the truth hurts. The truth does not hurt. The truth heals you. So be truthful for yourself so you can start your healing process. All right? Are you committed to yourself? The next question then becomes, you feel me? What is your desire to learn? How much do you want to learn? Because if you're not willing to learn, you're not willing to do anything. You're not willing to change anything, right? And the second question is, are you willing to change? All right? I want you to do something. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to imagine yourself, right? I want you to imagine yourself, as a big boss. You finally got that business that you created. You feel me? You finally got to that PR weight class that you were trying to push, that bench you were trying to push. You finally able to run 5 miles within 30 minutes, 35 minutes. I want you to imagine that for yourself. I want you to imagine, your family happy. You did, your wife happy with you, your kids happy with you, your parents happy with you, your friends all around you that surround you with happy. I want you to imagine that right now. I want you to think about that. I want you to think about that person. And I want you to reopen your eyes and I want you to think. That person that you just thought of is not the person you are now, without a doubt. It's a totally, completely different person. That person is smarter, wiser, been through more adversity. It has more skills and is more equipped to get through life. So the question becomes again, are you willing to change? Because if you're not willing to change, that person you just envision in yourself, it's not going to happen. That won't come into fruition. A lot of people think that all we have to do is think about what we want to do, but we don't put the work in. That's delusional. I'm sorry, but it's delusional. You don't just you don't attract things by just imagining it. You imagine it to start the work process. That's what it does. You start it. You feel me? What's going on, brother Sam Buckets? Yeah, what's going on? Happy birthday to my boy too. You don't just imagine things. The imagination part is the momentum builder. That's how you build momentum. Then you start to work on that image that you see in your mind. All right. The next thing is fixed and growth mindset. Eligibility requires 3 things. All right. Are you committed? Are you willing to change? Are you willing to learn? And for are you willing to learn and are you willing to change? 2 separate questions. You have to rate yourself. You have to rate yourself 1 through 10. How much are you willing to change and how much are you willing to learn? from 1 through 10, be honest. Ain't nobody gonna get a 10 out of 10. You capping if you telling me you 10 out of 10. Be honest with yourself. Some of you gonna say 3, some of you gonna say 5, 7, whatever the case may be. Be honest. Look deep into yourself. How much are you willing to change? And I want you to multiply that score. So if you got 5 here and 5 here, you got 25. So that's your score. That's your index. Got you? Last thing right here is fixed and growth mindset. Now, someone with a fixed mindset is someone, and it's inside the term, who doesn't think that anything can change. That everything that they have is what they have. Nothing will change. They will not improve. Correct? And someone with a growth mindset is the whole opposite. Someone with a growth mindset believes, again, it's a belief, believes that if they put hard work, energy, and effort to whatever they're doing, they can become a better version of themselves. Fixed and growth mindset. I want you to look at this chart that I got right here. And X and Y graph. You know, you got this in math class. X and Y graph. On the bottom, I got the years. Right? The years of your growth. Right here is how much you grow. The rate of you grow. If with a fixed growth, you stay at the same number. So I got it at 4. For the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, you're always going to be at a 4. You will never grow. That's a fixed mindset. Now, a growth mindset for the next 6 or 7 years, he's going to be at a 1 for a little bit. He's going to go. Then he's going to grow a little bit. He's going to be at a 2. Then he's going to be at a 3. He's going to be at a 4. Next thing you know, he's going to jump to a 5 to a 7. You see? You see a chart 5 to a 7. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody with a growth mindset. I also want you to think about this. Would you rather be given $1 million each year, or would you rather be given a penny and that penny doubles every day for the next 5 years? The person that picked the $1 million, just know you're flatlining at $5 million after 5 years. That's all. You don't change. But the person with the exponential growth, with the growth mindset, with a different brain, this person right here, by the end of the first year, he will accumulate $3.3 million. By the end of the second year, he will end up 1.1 trillion. The third year, 3.6 trillion. Then 1.8. Just know you're gonna be rich as hell. Just know that. That's the best thing I can really tell you. You're gonna be rich as hell. Feel me? So that's the concept I can give you with the fixed and growth mindset. It's going to be slow a little bit, but eventually you will see the curve come up. It's a roller coaster. All right? So you got to ask yourself, fixed or growth mindset. The way we need to implant a growth mindset is we need to question whether we think, right, hold on, let me rephrase this in another way. What's going on, EA? My bad. What's going on, EA? I'm over here yapping and stuff. Man, welcome to the teachers, bro. Welcome to the teacher. Tap in, man. Take some notes, bro. So, I'm talking about a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. Somebody with a fixed mindset, they're gonna flat rate at 4 every year. They're gonna stay at 4. But someone, what's going on, Baba Jah? Well, someone with a growth mindset, they're gonna start at a 1. Eventually, they're going to get to 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6. Eventually, you'll see them. You ain't going to see them no more. Because they're going to be on a whole nother level. All right? So, I've told you 3 things. I've told you 2 things so far. When you go to a job, right? When you go to a job, there's 3 things. They tell you what the job is. Are you eligible for this job? And how to do that work. So, the 2 things I told you is what the job is. Your job is to find out who you are. Right? Find out your strengths, find out your weaknesses, find out your talents. Then you got to figure out if you're eligible for this job. Are you eligible to start the process on yourself? Are you eligible for that? That's something you got to ask yourself, right? So are you committed to yourself? Are you willing to change? Are you willing to learn? And do you got a fixed or growth mindset? If you got a fixed mindset, we got to change it to a growth mindset. In order to change it to a growth mindset, look, I'm going to send you some information. And what I need you to do is comment. Send me that information under my thing right now. Send me that information. And I will email you what you need to do to change from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. All right? Now, how to do this work? How do you do this? right? How do you find out who you are? How do you find out your strength? How do you find out your talent is, right? How do you do this stuff? That's the sauce. So this is the blueprint, and this is the execution on this blueprint. So in order to get to that, he said, man, you know me, so I'm subscribed to the YouTube. For sure, love, brother, love. It's your boy BM. Hey, tap in, Janae Gelato. Tap in, take some notes. You feel me? Take some notes. If you missed the first part of it, listen, you can go back as I post this later on and everything like that. You can post this. All right? Man, love, brother, love. Love, 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 love. Man, we going to have to tap in though, Sam. Just know it. My brother Chims, what's up? Tap in, take some notes, bro. Take some notes. You feel me? How to do the work. Right? When you think about a business, when you think about, let's give McDonald's, for example. They have a process. You order the food, you pay for the food, right? And there's people before you even let's not even talk about the people. There's certain stations that are set up for the food to be prepared. So they got the preparation for the kitchen, they got the grill, and they got the fryer, the skeleton, and they got the assembly area. They got different parts, and all they need is people to work those parts. They don't need people to do anything extra. They got the blueprint already. They just need people to work these parts. Right here are the parts that you need to work. So there's something that I created called the ultimate tools of life. Appreciate you. You know, man, you know, I'm prolific. You did. I'm gifted. I'm the one that's going to go get it. What y'all know about that? But ultimate tools of life. And I'm going to tell you, this is the blueprint to start your work process. This is the blueprint to start your self-development process. This is what you need, right? This is what you need. If you have these things down, all you got to do is insert yourself in each and one of these activities, and you will continue to grow every single day. You will never be flat. You will never have a fixed. You won't be in the fixed mindset. You will always be in a growth mindset. Understand that. All right. Ultimate tools of life, bro. First thing is prayer. I don't know about y'all. Me personally, but I believe in God. I believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You dig? I believe that he inserted a gift inside of me, and he inserted a gift inside of all of you. The thing is, not all of us tapped into it. So in order to tap into it, we got to acknowledge our creator. And we got to ask our creator what's inside of us. And he will reveal it in his own will, in his own way. You must be patient, though. Understand that. All right? If you don't believe in God, I don't know what to tell you. There's something out here. You know, there's something working. There's systems out here that's unexplainable that humans cannot do. Anywho, if you don't believe in God, it's cool. It's not, but, you know, I'm going to give you an alternative. Affirmation. You need to work on affirmation. Right? So, everybody prays, whether they believe in God or not. Everybody is praying some sort of way. Everybody's praying. Right? For example, like the attitude that you set for yourself is a prayer. That's how we'll set that as a prayer. GB Zulu, what's going on? You need to take some notes too. And TTL Rebels, tap in, bro. Tap into the content. Wait to the prolific teachings. I'm prolific. You feel me? If you missed the first part, look, I'm gonna drop the video for you to come back later, and, you know, and tap into it. And I do recommend you to take some notes, bro. Everybody prays, bro. When you wake up, what are your first thoughts? Damn, I don't know what the day going on with me. That's a prayer. You just afraid of something. You just afraid that you don't know what the day going on for you. Man, this day ain't shit. You just affirm another thing. This day ain't shit, so the day ain't gonna be shit. That's a prayer. You get what I'm saying? So that's negative too. They can be positive prayers too. Oh, I'm gonna be great. Whatever happens today, I'm gonna overcome. That's a prayer. Now you gotta follow up with that prayer. You know what I'm saying? You got to follow up with that prayer. So for the prayer, I want you to imagine something. I want you to imagine a hand emoji for your prayer. I want you to imagine your hand emoji. And I also want you to imagine a big ball of energy, right, that starts from your hands. And eventually this big ball of energy, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It gets so big that it becomes your bubble. So this big ball of energy, it starts from your hand. It comes here and it goes all the way here, all the way here, all the way here. And it's your circle. It's your vibe. You know what I'm saying? And this vibe is created through constant prayer, constant energy, right? Constant affirmation. That's what I want you to think about through prayer. All right? The second tool of life is writing. Listen, this is like crucial. Writing is so crucial, and I recommend you to have that as a habit to write. What I want you to imagine for writing is fog clearing up. I want you to see yourself in the middle of the road, right? And in the middle of the road, there's a lot of fog, right? But what I want you to see is the fog actually clearing up this road, and you can see down the road. I want you to do that. That's what writing does. It clears up the fog. Now, why and how? Let me get into it. Yeah, bro, problems are a good thing. It's your perspective. So if you think it's a bad thing, you know what I'm saying, you're going to get bad out of it. You feel me? Look, a problem is always an adversity to overcome, a solution to, a time to develop your mind. Right? That's an opportunity to see your skills and, where you at in life, bro. Without a doubt, bro. My boy Sergio or Serene, man, type in, take some notes, bro. Prolific teachings. You feel me? So the writing process, the thing about the writing process, right, I need y'all to understand. We think 60,000 thoughts on a day-to-day basis. 60,000. That's a lot of thoughts, bro. Those are a whole lot of thoughts, bro. You don't know where to start. You don't know where to finish. It's a spider web, bro. When you write your thoughts down and your emotions down, you have clarity. When you start to write, what actually happens, you have a 3D version of yourself on paper. You have like a 3D, let me repeat that stuff again. A 3D version of yourself on paper. That's what happens when you write. When you write, again, you're clearing up the fog. You get clarity on your thoughts and your emotions and on your actions. You feel me? So we gotta write. Next thing is reading. Yeah, y'all probably like, damn, reading, bro. Yeah, 60,000. You can look that up, bro. Don't ever take my word for it, bro. That's what I looked up. You feel me? Do your research. My boy Chime the GOAT, man. Y'all need to know Chime the GOAT, bro. Yeah, 60,000, bro, that's a lot. Some of us is more than that. You did? Some of us is more than that. Keep it 400 pod, man. What's going on, man? I like the work y'all got going on, man. Y'all put a lot of people on in the city. So much love to y'all and everything. But, tap into the teachers, man. Take some notes, though. But for the reading process, what I want y'all to think about, right? Your brain is built like a city. This is something I want y'all to do. Go on your phone, look up synapses. Synapses is what we have. Like, there are electricity that goes on in our brain. Right? We have roads, we have buildings going on in our own brain. So imagine that your brain is built like Cincinnati or Miami or New York. Imagine that. It's the map. Right? It got highways and everything like that. What's up, Sawyer? And what happens when you read, right, is that you build new infrastructure for your city. So if you want to make your city bigger, you got to get new steel, new concrete, new workers, all this. But we don't got that in our brain. We don't got steel. What we got is electricity. We got thoughts, right? So when you read information, you're building your brain to a much bigger version of yourself. You dig? What else happens once a year? I want y'all to answer that. If y'all can answer that. What else happens once a year on the roads to the city? Every summer, what do they do? What do they do? What's going on, KD? What's up, D White? Tap into the teachers. Take some notes. If y'all missed the first part, I will drop the video later for the live and everything so you can take some notes. But we talked about work. We talked about finding out who you are, strengths, your weaknesses. We talk about, are you eligible, to start the process, right? Do you have a fixed mindset? Do you have a growth mindset? Are you willing to change and all that? So that's the beginning of the video. So once I drop it, please tap into that. So again, going back to reading, it's like having your brain is like a city. Your brain is built like a city. Again, your brain has a lot of infrastructure. You feel me? It has roads, but instead of the roads being, again, steels and concrete, it is thoughts and it's in emotions. The more you think of a thought or emotion, the longer that road, right? If each thought you have is linked to an emotion, right? So let's say that the thought you have it's about sadness. Just know that road is hilly. You're on the west side. Y'all know the west side hilly as hell. You feel me? Let's say you have a thought that's linked to let's say you have a thought. What's good, Maimuna? Let's say you have a thought linked to like mad, like being angry and everything like that. You're gonna have a bumpy road. You feel me? Let's say you have a thought, you feel me, that's really happy. You mean that road smooth. And you're gonna have some thoughts that are like going back to the glory days. So you on the highway. You feel me? So in order to build your brain, you have to read, and I've been stuck on this for you have to read information, bro. And I got some books that that I recommend y'all to read. One is Magic of Thinking Big. You feel me? This self-development books. Magic of Thinking Big. I got Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. That's a book some people forget. I got Fixed and Growth Mindset. That's something that I'm tapping on and everything like that. So again, going back to the city. Anytime you read new information, your city gets bigger, right? For one, and all your old thoughts, they get refurbished. Because once a year, what happens? The city, they come out and they rebuild the roads. So when you read new information, you rebuild on the roads. You feel me? And sometimes they change the whole infrastructure of the city. They're like, we don't need that. We need to delete that. So when you read information, you also delete some things that you no longer need and everything like that. Thank you, my little love. Love. My brother Bird. Yeah. Just to let y'all know, I used to bust Bird at hoop. I used to bust him in hoop. Just know, and I used to lock him up. He'll tell you that I didn't though. But tap into the prolific teachers, bro. If you missed out, bro, I'm gonna drop the content later for the beginning of it and everything like that. But tap in. We talked about finding out who you are, strengths, weaknesses, eligibility, all that good stuff. All right. The next thing is training. You need to implement training. As you see that I be working out, bro. And I don't even work out to look good. I work out to train my brain. Like, I really want to train my brain. Like, life is difficult, bro. You feel me? Me, if I don't work out, I get stressed out, my nigga. I swear to God, I get so stressed out, bro. I get so stressed out. So I want y'all to implement training. You feel me? Training. Implement training. And the image I want y'all to attach training to is your brain pumping. Because it's an internal thing. It's not external. It's not to look good. It's to prepare your mental. All right? So implement that habit. The last thing is input management. What you put in yourself is what you get out. It's simple as that, bro. What you put inside yourself is what you get out. So if you put in bullshit, you get bullshit. People gonna see the bullshit that you put in yourself because you express yourself in that way. You feel me? If you listen to gossip, what's up, Solomon? What's up, self-made? Little bros. They're my little brothers that should let y'all know, though. But they ain't prolific like me. You feel me? I'm different. You feel me? I'm the goat of the crib. I got that. You feel me? So what I was talking about, input management. If you listen to gossip, what you gonna do when you encounter another person? You're gonna talk about gossip. If you listen to information about learning and develop yourself, you're gonna talk to the next person about developing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's in real estate, right? Who's an investor, should not be wasting their time on unuseful information that does not help them get to the next level. Right? We have times when we go to work, when we go to school, when we go places. We have 30 minutes or an hour where we're in the car. What are you listening to? Replace that music or replace that gossip with positive information. So that real estate investor or engineer, whatever, should learn about real estate. They should tap into podcasts that allow them to develop their mind for real estate so they could build their kingdom in the future. What you put in now is what you get later. Another thing I want you to keep in mind is, if I had a teacup right here, right, and somebody hit me and the teacup spilled, why would tea fall out? Why would tea fall out my cup? Some people might think, oh, because you hit them. No, because that's what was in the cup. If there was water in the cup, I would have spilled out water. If there was orange juice, it would have been orange juice. Feel me? So what you put in is important. All right? And the whole thing about this is you have to build habits on these things. Like these things, prayer, writing, reading, training needs to be like on a day-to-day basis. You can't go a month without praying, reading, writing, training, or properly inputting certain stuff in your mind. That's the goal. You have to put this into your life. Goddamn. Yeah, Bufflay. I seen that too, EA. Bufflay. So I got something right here, right? I'm gonna teach y'all something, man. I'm trying. Let me teach y'all something. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to prolific teaching. Ass. Come on. Come on. Talk your shit, pro. Where my blue marker at? So I'm gonna tell y'all something. Yeah, man, listen, bro. Come on, EA. Get the motion, bro. Listen. SOF. We got science of frequency, right? Science of frequency. That's what I call it. Now, there's this thing, this is guy that I listen to, right? He said, got me turned doing the pushes. You feel me? Hit 100, bro. Hit 100. Look, SOS, science of frequency. This is guy I want y'all to follow. His name is 19 Keys. 19 Keys, bro. If you really want to like develop your life, just study that guy. Just study it. Whatever he talks about, just study it. Look it up, do some research on it, and put hours into the shit. That's the easiest blueprint I can ever give you. Go listen to 19 Keys. Go study this guy. That's all you need, fam. I'm telling you. That's all you need. But anywho, he says something. He says, what you do frequently is your frequency. What you do frequently. He says, what you do frequently is your frequency. I ain't even going to write that down. Ain't no need for that. What you do frequently is your frequency. Now, the definition of frequency, right? Frequency equals number of occurrences. Oh, I don't even know how to spell occurrence. Of repeating events. Of a repeating event. Per unit of time. So, again, SOF, right? Again, frequency. The definition for frequency, the number of occurrences of a repeating event per unit of time. What is per unit of time? Per unit of time is a measurement of 2 different time points, bro. 2 different time points. So, an example is 2 p.m. through 6 p.m. Right? Then you got 3 a.m. through 5. No, I'm going to put 8 a.m. I don't know, 3 to 8 though. I don't know what. I think I'm tripping, right? So 2 to 6, that's 4 hours, bro. So we got 2 time points, 2 to 6. Then we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 5 hours. So now me, I like to apply things on a day-to-day basis, on real life situation. And the time that we got in a real life situation is 24 hours. We got 24 hours on a day-to-day basis. So I he said all the information you're starting to share is no doubt, but I think the reason why this live is imperative. But you know, I don't. Hold on, brother. Let y'all know why ain't that. Work. Indeed, most definitely, man. Dan, you was in here this whole time too, brother Jay, and just to let you know. Appreciate that, man. That's love, bro. That's love. My boy Ali, what's going on? I'm just Euro. Man, tap into the prolific teachers, bro. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that, bro. And you an intelligent young brother, too. Just know that. We had our combos, bro. We had our combos. But again, the number of occurrences... English is a tough-ass language, bro. Second, I was in ESL class, just to let y'all know that. So, frequency. The number of occurrences of a repeating event per unit of time. Per unit of time is a measurement of 2 different time points. Man, I got you. I'm going to do it more often, inshallah. 2 different time points, right? I got one time point, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. That's 2 time points I meant. That's 4-hour measurement. The other time point is 3 a.m. through 8 a.m. That's a 5-hour measurement. Again, we got to apply this to real life. 12 a.m. to 12 a.m. That's a 24-hour time point, right? That's 24-hour time frame is what is important to us, right? Again, the number of occurrences of a repeating event per unit of time. So we got to know what events are we talking about? What is an event? Event equals thoughts, emotions, and actions. Thoughts, emotions, and actions. So the number of occurrences of a repeating thought, emotion, and action in a 24-hour time frame. You get what I'm saying? What's going on, dude? All right. The number of occurrences. So the number of times these occur. So the number of times, because these thoughts that you have on a day-to-day basis, they repeat. That's why you need to be conscious of it. A lot of us in zombie mode. We got to get out of zombie mode. It's got to stop being dead. We got to waken up our spirit. You feel me? So the number of times they occur. So the number of times your thoughts occur, your emotions occur, your actions occur. Right? In a 24-hour time frame. What thoughts are repeating, what emotions are repeating, what actions are repeating. You be doing the same shit every day. What is the same shit? You need to analyze that. You feel me? So I got some homework for y'all. And the homework is, right? And if you do this, bro, I'm telling y'all, if y'all do this, I'm really telling y'all going to see some growth. Y'all going to see a difference inside yourself. I want you to write for the next 2 weeks. Just write a page, bro. Like I want you to go through the day on a day-to-day basis. And I want you to think about when you wake up, all right, what did I think about today? What did I think about? How did I feel today? Who did I hang out with today? Did I feel good when I hung out with them? What did I eat today? Did I feel good when I ate that? You know what I'm saying? Combat me hande. That's what I want to pull out. What did I do today? For sure, you ever tap in, bro? Tap in, bro. What's going on, King Maul? How you feeling, man? How you feeling, man? Tap into the prolific teachings, man. I went through a whole lot of stuff. I actually erased part of my board talking about finding out who you are. I'm going to drop the video later on so you can catch that first part, man. There's some game in there. But right now I'm talking about the science of frequency. What you do frequently is your frequency, right? So the number of occurrences, of the definition of frequency is the number of occurrences of a repeating event per unit of time. Per unit of time, correct, is a measurement of 2 different time points, right? So you got 2 p.m. to 6 p.m., 2 different time points, but it's a 4-hour measurement. Correct? You got 3 a.m. through 8 a.m., 2 different time points, but it's a 5-hour measurement. That's just an example. But the things we need to apply this to real life. Right? How many hours do we have in a day? 24 hours. So 12 a.m. to 12 a.m. That's more important. Now, the definition is the number of occurrences of a repeating event. Events means the thoughts, the emotions, and the actions. So the number of times these thoughts, emotions, actions reoccur in the 24-hour time frame, basically. All right. Now, again, I want y'all to write. And I told y'all earlier, writing is fog clearing up. So again, what you do frequently is your frequency. So if you frequently writing, you're frequently going to have some fog cleared up. Your mind is going to be free from a lot of things. All right. What you do frequently is your frequency. Where am I at right here? So for the next 2 weeks, bro, I want y'all to write. 2 weeks to write it. And this is a habit you need to build. Because this is the ultimate tool of life that you need. Everybody, people that are successful do these things, bro. How you doing, Queenie Personal? Tap into the prolific teachers. I'm prolific. You feel me? And I'm your host. So 2 weeks of writing. You're going to be clearing up fog from your mind for the next 2 weeks. That's what's going to be happening, right? And if you do write 1 page a day, there's going to be a difference. And if you are putting the work, please let me know, bro. Because I want to help you. I want to guide you. I want to see you. Like, my currency ain't money. My currency is like, yo, prolific. This information you just gave me, this just changed my life. That right there can't nothing like substitute anything for me. No amount of money can substitute that for me. You feel me? So understand that. 2 weeks of writing. 2 things are going to be happening. Again, your fog going to be clearing up, and you're going to be out of zombie mode. You're no longer going to be in zombie mode. No longer. Right? Zombie mode is where you go on throughout your day without knowing what's going on. That's a dangerous game to play. You gotta be conscious. A lot of us are not conscious. A lot of us are, we spiritually dead, and we gotta do some work to get out of that. We have to do some work to get out of that. So the homework is 2 weeks of writing. If you missed out on the live, listen, I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post a live. And you're gonna get this free information. And this is amazing information, as my brothers and sisters have said. It's amazing information. I repeated myself a lot of times in this joint too. So excuse my repetition or whatnot. But I do plan on doing this more often. There's gonna be different things I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna talk about religion. I'm gonna talk about my own thoughts. I'm actually working on a book where I can give this information to you, right? I'm also working on a book where I can I have my own perspective on certain ideas, right? So an example I can give you, right? I'm gonna go through my notes here. I'm gonna go through my notes, man. Books and booklets. Like, in my mind, everybody is rich, right? And the reason I say that is because my definition of rich is not external. It's an internal thing. We're full of richness. We're full of ideas. We're full of abundance. God has put that within us, but we have not tapped into that. We haven't unlocked that because we haven't put the work necessary in order to discover those things. You feel me? So people be like, they rich or they poor. When you say you poor, I don't attach poor to an external thing. I attach it to an internal thing. So if you're poor, it's because you're mentally poor, right? And when you're mentally poor, it's because you have a poor attitude on yourself. You have a poor outlook on life and all these things. So that's one thing I'm gonna talk about. And I'm gonna go deep into that, just like how I went deep into this. You gotta know, bro, that you got enemies, bro. You gotta be careful on what you're listening to, who's programming. You got enemies, bro. There's people that don't want the best for you. And these people are hidden, right? And what they do is they influence your social media. They're picking up your data. They're picking up all this information that you got, trying to program you in a way that benefits them and not benefit you. You feel me? They want you to consume all this information in a way that... Because when you just scroll through all these videos and you listen to what everybody say, and you don't stop and really think about what they're saying, you're back in zombie mode. You're being docile. You feel me? You're not helping yourself. I dare you to look through some of these videos and actually challenge these people in your own mind. You don't even got to comment. Just challenge them in your own mind, logically, and see what they're saying is right or wrong. You feel me? Don't accept everything people are telling you. There's some things that's my opinion. Some things that might be just your opinion. But me personally, I believe in objection reality as well. People like... The thing I'm going to talk about in my book is objectivity and subjectivity. There's people that believe that there's no such thing of objectivity. They only believe in subjectivity. But the thing is, if you only believe in subjectivity, that means it's a very weak foundation to fall on, because if you only believe there's subjectivity and no objectivity, that means everybody is wrong. Even you, according to your own statement. Because you're saying you're only wrong, you're only right within your own situation. But when somebody else looks at you, they're wrong. You're wrong. You know what I'm saying? When you look at somebody else, they're wrong as well. You get what I'm saying? But I believe in it. There's a foundation. There's a flat line. There's something that we all need to look into before we have our own opinion. What is the intention behind that? All right. I should be here every Monday or Tuesday. You dig? Monday and Tuesdays. I teach once a week as well at a CPS school. I give them this information as well. And what I really want to do is just start my gift process. Like I have a principle where I want to give to people, and this is my way to give. At 9:30, bro. 9:30. Every time 9:30. So I'm gonna announce it on that same day, whether I'm gonna come. Whether it's going Monday or Tuesday, I'm going to announce it probably in the afternoon that I'm going to go live and everything like that. So, again, man, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. I hope this is helpful. I hope y'all take action. Let's be great. Peace out.